The feminist movement of the 1960s and 70s might look like the feminist movement of the 1980s and 90s in a timeline without the war. Civil rights, labor rights, the welfare state, all of these emerge in part from the upheaval of World War I and its aftermath. Without that upheaval, they develop more slowly. The world avoids catastrophe, but it also avoids progress. Now, let's talk about technology. Because World War I doesn't just kill people, it accelerates technological development in ways that shape the rest of the century. In our timeline, the war is a laboratory for innovation. Tanks are developed to break the stalemate of trench warfare. Aircraft evolve from fragile biplanes to sophisticated fighters and bombers. Chemical weapons are deployed for the first time. Radio communication becomes essential for coordinating troops. The war creates an urgency that drives invention. But without the war, these technologies develop differently, and in many cases more slowly. Take aviation. In 1914, airplanes are novelties. The Wright brothers made their first flight just 11 years earlier. Planes are fragile, unreliable, and expensive. Most people have never seen one. In our timeline, the war transforms aviation. By 1918, planes are faster, more durable, and capable of carrying bombs and machine guns. Thousands of pilots are trained. After the war, these pilots and engineers take their skills into civilian aviation. By the 1920s, commercial air travel is becoming a reality. But without the war, aviation develops more slowly. Planes remain expensive toys for the wealthy. Commercial aviation doesn't take off until the 1930s or 40s. This delays globalization. It delays the shrinking of the world that air travel brings. International travel remains the domain of ships for decades longer. Then there's medicine. World War I drives massive advances in surgery, anesthesia, and the treatment of infections. Battlefield doctors develop new techniques for treating wounds. The need to care for millions of injured soldiers accelerates research. Blood transfusions become routine. Plastic surgery is pioneered to help disfigured veterans. Without the war, these advances come more slowly. Medical schools still conduct research. Doctors still innovate. But without the urgency of mass casualties, without the funding and focus that war brings, progress is incremental. Penicillin, discovered in 1928 in our timeline, might not be recognized or developed until years later. Thousands who would have been saved by antibiotics die of infections that could have been prevented. And then there's the most consequential technology of all, nuclear weapons. In our timeline, the development of the atomic bomb is directly linked to World War II.